Hi, I'm Mike, and I've mastered the fine art of wasting years of my life. Want to do the same? Great, I'll walk you through every wrong move, so you can follow my footsteps straight into a ditch. Ruin your social life. First of all, you gotta stop getting any social experience. Because you don't wanna accidentally become charismatic and grow up emotionally and learn how to speak to people. So the first thing you need to do is to avoid speaking to other people. You need to switch to homeschooling if possible, don't even go to school. Stay at home as much as possible and play video games where you don't need communication, so Squad and other video games where you talk to people are out. Remove them. Bonus step: never talk to girls especially, and don't even dare to see them as human beings. And most importantly, use social media like Instagram, TikTok, but never post there. Never post anything there. Just continue consuming the content there and distort your image of what a normal person looks like. As a bonus, this will also give you body image problems. With all of that, you can make sure you will become terrible at social interactions, but that's exactly what you need, right? Who needs to grow up emotionally anyway? And never read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Ruin your productivity. Next, we gotta make sure you don't do anything productive. Step 1 is you need to never set goals and never learn how to strategize by watching my previous video. Do not try to figure out what to do in life, just go with the flow and it will all come to you magically. Do not get a diary. It can give you some wrong ideas, like that you're moving in the wrong direction or doing something wrong. It can also accidentally make you productive, so do not start writing a diary. Step 2. Use your phone constantly. Download all social media out there and use them always. Do not delete them and do not limit your phone use. Step 3. Spend all your time chasing instant pleasure over long-term goals. Because what do long-term goals do? They make you happy. They make you feel like you achieved something. You don't need that in your life. Just follow what's easy and convenient, like playing video games, watching anime, or whatever. Step 4. Never become self-aware of your bad habits. Avoid noticing them and continue to mindlessly doing them. When you notice a bad habit, you naturally want to remove it. So to avoid getting that desire, you need to stop even thinking about your habits. Don't even think about them and just continue mindlessly doing them. Definitely don't write them down and definitely don't make plans how to remove them. And never ever read the book called Deep Work by Cole Newport. It can accidentally teach you stuff about productivity and make you productive. Ruin your health. Now we need to finish you, and we'll strike at your health. Step 1. Never meditate. It will improve your mental health and discipline, and you don't need that. Who needs mental health anyway? It's better to feel like shit every day, right? Step 2. Never exercise. It not only makes you feel better, but also improves discipline, which are also the things we don't want here, so do not do this. But if you do exercise, never search for proper technique online, and never improve your training plan. Make it so ineffective that you eventually quit. And yes, if you just happen to exercise, look in the mirror every day and look for progress. And get very discouraged when you don't see anything, that'll make you quit fast. Step 3. Don't write down the things you're grateful for. Never make a list of things you're grateful for, especially don't do it every single day. Just to clarify, opening your notebook and writing things you're grateful for every day is one of the best things that you can do for your mental health. But since we're trying to ruin your life here, you should not do this. Instead, look in the mirror and tell you that you're ugly every single day. That'll give you body dysmorphia. Step 4. Ruin your sleep schedule. Always go to sleep at different times and sleep different hours. The best way to do this is to never see sunlight. Definitely don't go outside in the morning and in the evening. That's the worst time to go outside, because when you see sunlight, it naturally fixes your circadian rhythm. And it makes it much easier to fix your sleep. You want to ruin your sleep to ruin your life, so definitely don't do this. Step 5. Eat as much of processed food as possible. Never eat red meat because it's the healthiest thing that you can eat. How do you know the food is processed and you need to eat as much of it as possible? Look at the ingredients list. If the ingredient list is huge, then you definitely need to eat this food because it's very processed and very bad for you, which is exactly what you need. Avoid eating veggies, meat, nuts, and other natural foods. Step 6. Focus on your insecurities, but don't try to fix them. Obsess about them and remind yourself daily that you will never be worthy of anything because of them. Every second you're thinking about your insecurities is 1 second of a shitty life. And so the more you do this, the worse your life is. So do this as much as possible. Step 7. Do not use YouTube productively. Don't search for videos on how to be healthier, look better, etc. You can accidentally learn something from these videos and become better. And finally, never ever read Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book teaches how to get rid of bad habits and gain good ones. And believe me, you will not ruin your life if you get rid of bad habits and gain good ones. So again, do not read Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Killer techniques.
Blame other people for your problems. Never take responsibility. Why would you take responsibility for your own mistakes? Always blame other people. It's much easier, it's much more convenient, and it feels better. Become bitter at the world for its unfairness. Hate everything. Being grateful is for losers. You need to hate stuff. You need to hate yourself. You need to hate everything. Hate is what makes people miserable, and that's exactly what you need if you want to ruin your life. So always hate everything. The world is unfair, so hate it. Always look back, live in the past, and feel sorry about it. Never move on. You know what's the best strategy to forget your previous mistakes? Is to write them down with as many little details as possible, and then again with as many little details as possible describe what would you do differently if this happened to you again. Now that I told it to you, never do this, because the more you think about your past, the worse your life is. Adopt a mindset that it's impossible to learn anything new. Never even try to use internet to learn anything. And do not, you hear me? Do not download free PDFs of any book that exists, because piracy is bad. Always argue aggressively with anyone, especially your parents, about smallest things. It will make your life much harder, but that's exactly what we're aiming at. So always argue with everybody about anything. Never accept advice from other people. You're smarter, you know better. Give them advice, even if you don't know anything about the topic. And finally, never ever try new things. You might find some new hobbies or even career opportunities. And since you're trying to ruin your life, your best course of action would be to avoid trying new things. Now, I shared everything I know. Now you're an expert. Go ahead and use this knowledge to ruin your life. I believe in you. But you know, if while watching this video you realize that you don't want to go this path, maybe you want to actually improve your life, then just do the opposite of everything I said. And you know, if you just happen to be interested in improving your life, then consider subscribing to my channel. I actually teach exactly that. Remember, discipline is freedom, and I see you in the next one.